All right, so yesterday we had I mean, it was expected, right? But we had a pretty crazy price action. So this is the session from yesterday. Like I said, we're probably gonna do the whole range, and I mean, we didn't do the whole thing, but pretty much, right? We got to that untested close that I mentioned, but it happened after hours during the earning reports. We had those big earning reports. But during the session, we pretty much stayed within the middle of this balance area as it was expected. Then we broke the high, we broke the low, so we had an outside day. But then look at what happened during the overnight session. We had a big, so we close here, the 5 p.m. closes here. The settlement is actually at 68, 71.68, so I put it in the chart there. But we opened with a gap up after some of the earnings. I think it was Amazon. Ripped higher, got above this high. Then when we tested this previous week's high, we dropped. I don't know, honestly, I don't know if it was news. I don't know. I was at a party, I was drinking some scotch, so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but we dropped all the way almost to that low, and then V recovery, V reversal, huge move, took this high, made new all-time highs just now. So this is not a market that I want to be short, definitely, at least not yet. The most bullish scenario for today is that we hold this highs about 7,200. We did see some sellers here, but now we bounced again at that, tested inside that range and then bounced again. So I think that we're gonna have more highs. If we hold this, I'm looking for this 72.35 area, where we have all these bullish imbalances. If we get through the 35, then I'm looking for 60. And then, of course, if we move higher, then we fell, then we get back below 7,200. I'm looking for this high volume node to be retested, and then a move back down to retest this 70.80 and possibly close that gap to the settlement and retest that 71.68. That's going to be my target if I see that we're shifting from buying every dip to some sellers present. Now that could happen in a second today because we have a bunch of economic releases today too. We have, well, we already had the 831s. We had a bunch of stuff, PCE and a bunch of stuff. But at 9:45 we have Chicago PMI. Then we have some more news. U.S. leading index change month after month. 10 a.m. And then at the end of the session, we have, after the bell, we have Apple earnings, and a few other ones. So, I mean, Apple, after all of this, I don't know how much Apple is gonna matter, even though it's a huge company, right? But the bulk of it reported yesterday. But anyway, the main thing for today is seeing that we had all this balance, and then we broke once, fell, retested, and then broke again. So to me this is bullish. To me this is not a market that I want to short. So looking for higher still. Let's see. NQ also at all-time highs. Pretty much the same, even stronger than ES. It's already holding those highs. Crude overnight made got it back to 111. It's almost back to making new all-time highs, but then it started reversing, and now, remember yesterday I mentioned that 100 was gonna be an area to watch. Now we're holding this above this single print, so watch this for support, and if it breaks, then we are likely going to 100. So 102 to 102.75 ish. Watch for a bounce there, and then if it doesn't hold, look for a reaction on that high. If that doesn't hold, then 100 is likely to be retested. Also, gold had a nice reversal. Look at it, got all the way to 45.20, and then took this whole session. It took it all, left single print, and now it's trading here at this right below this single print. So if we're able to get back above the single prints that are at 46.80 is the top of it, then I think we're gonna come back into this 42.50 area. 47.50, 47.20 to 47.50. So watching that, and then we're likely gonna see some resistance here, but the 20-day point of control is still up here. It hasn't moved, but it's likely to move down here if we come back into this area and put some volume here. I think that's it. Just volatility is still in the 20s, so just be careful. Moves. I've seen sweeps out of nowhere in this market constantly, so just be aware. Look at all this big size orders that came in at this highs, so just be aware that it's a lot of volatility still in the market. All right, good luck, and see you later.